It's his. What is this? Jingle Banner?
Santa Banter.
Santa Banter. Banter Santa.
Yeah.
What are we thinking?
Beta Santa.
Beta Santa.
The whole Beta Banner family is here for Thanksgiving.
Okay,
Everyone.
everyone.
Boys, Horvath, Stephen Lavelle, special guest star Sam Sweeting, special guest star Alexander
I
Cuff,
thought it was a Tony.
and some guy we got on the street, James Turnbull. Cameraman James Turnbull. ladies
Yeah,
and
Do you have a
gentlemen.
YouTube channel, cameraman James Turnbull?
No, I just use it to disappoint my parents mainly.
Cool.
Sweet.
That's what we all do. This is what
Yeah,
I'm doing
of course.
currently with this.
Oh,
It's
okay.
revenge on Mum for spanking me when I was 9.
I'm the
No,
dishonored member.
it was actually a rewarding month for spanking me when I was 9 because I'm like, thanks, mom.
Sleeman just walked in with toasties.
and they're all for me.
How wholesome.
We just ate pizza.
Okay, so are we people that like Christmas or don't like Christmas? Honestly,
I mean, I don't hate it.
you don't hate Christmas, but
Yeah,
like,
I like Christmas.
I like it.
see, I'm not a fan of Christmas. Christmas is kind of a meh day for me.
Shut up, you Nazi. I like Christmas in December. No,
Oh fuck!
As opposed to Christmas in fucking
Christmas
March.
in July. That's an actual thing called Christmas
I
in
don't
July.
like it when it's the middle of November and there's Christmas lights out. It's
Yeah.
like, listen, buddy, Christmas already gets 25 days of the fucking year.
Yeah.
It doesn't need an extra month.
Well, it's like
Let's,
pretty.
let's be honest, it gets the whole month.
Yeah, I saw in the mall that they had Christmas decorations up before Halloween had even happened.
We in Australia are not the biggest Halloween country
Well,
in
no,
the world.
but, like, that's-
Actually, I
even
remember-
Still,
That's still 2 months
No,
out.
I remember when I was a fucking kid. Like,
yeah,
my
yeah.
dad wouldn't let me fucking do Halloween because like, oh, that's a fucking pagan shit, dude.
Why are you talking about Halloween on a Christmas episode?
Well, because like the
Because
thing
it's
is like
part of the conversation.
Yeah, because Halloween's right before Christmas, and as soon as Halloween ends, it's Christmas
No
and me.
holiday mixing. Segregate.
all non-Christmas.
What a
talk.
load. So, okay, what is the best holiday and what is the worst holiday? Like,
Alright,
just based on ratings, like power ratings.
Best holiday is objectively your birthday.
Yep,
Yeah.
I was going to say that.
Really?
Yeah, Lavelle's
Yeah.
birthday is objectively...
My birthday's
No, like,
No, specifically Lavelle's birthday.
like your
It's like the Queen's birthday. We get it
Yeah.
off every year. We don't have to work. Those
Yeah.
of us who actually do.
the
Oh, fuck,
best
it's gonna blow up.
the best like holiday is when it's your birthday
shit.
because
That's a
that's a
sturdy
holiday that
Yeah. Oh shit, what happened?
It's all about you.
yeah people can only celebrate that.
I think I just
holiday,
blew everything up, dude.
Good.
if you allow them to.
Actually, fucked a lot of you. You want to know the best holiday?
What?
Australia Day. Because you don't
You
have
mean,
to be expected.
you mean
Invasion Day.
May 8th?
Yeah, well, I don't give a shit what
May the
day you
8th
put
is
it on.
Australia Day because it sounds like May.
Well, listen, whatever day you put it on, it's the
I
best
mean
one.
that's
because,
unofficial, but
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
I
at
think
least
I've
that's
just made
not-
it worse by
at least
putting
that's not
dynamite in
Invasion
there.
Day.
Yeah, well, whichever day you put it on, it's an excuse to have a sick Barbie,
Yeah.
drink beers,
Yeah.
and you're not expected to fucking give shit to everyone else other than fucking snags.
You know what? I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that.
No,
Because, like,
it's
yeah,
it's a good like low maintenance holiday.
Exactly.
Yeah,
'cause
like
with your
Christmas is
birthday,
very high maintenance. It's like you got to get your makeup on and everything. You got to
Yeah.
see your fucking parents.
And with your birthday, people will be like, "Oh, you're doing a party," and with Easter, it's like, "Oh, you're gonna die of fucking chocolate disease." But with Australia Day,
Chocolate disease.
yeah, come on, you get the chocolate.
You have
disease.
10 chocolates and you die.
All right, so what would you say is worst holiday then? 'Cause we have
Easter.
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 Well, you
Real-
get chocolate on Easter.
I don't know.
No, I
Work off, man.
I
Like
think
12 cuff.
Yes.
Then you get chocolate. No one else does.
Yeah.
No, but I mean
I still
like
get chocolate.
you still don't get chocolate
I
anymore.
have
Simon?
grandparents.
I would
I would argue
argue
Easter
that
isn't that high maintenance.
there are definitely holidays out there that are like universally bad no
Oh,
matter
yeah,
what
yeah.
age you are. Like Easter is good if you're a kid.
I think Christmas is bad just because you have to spend time with your family more than you normally
I mean, I
would be.
like my
I live at
family,
home, so that doesn't really matter.
That's my favorite part of Christmas.
I suck at
Wrong.
That
that.
and presents.
My family are uber competitive. Christmas is just a dick measuring competition between who can cook the best Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
That was today, man.
That's Friday.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
By the way, that's all I'm bringing. I'm just bringing like my massive meat on a plate, and I'll
Ju-
be like, "Drink up, boys."
Oh fuck.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me pitch you some ideas for the worst holidays ever. There's one, Halloween, because it's American and fuck that.
Yeah,
really?
Two,
Oh no.
someone else's birthday, because you're expected to get something for them.
Especially Americans.
The best possible like outcome you can get of someone else's birthday is cake.
I mean, cake
Yeah.
is.
Got ice cream cake for Lavelle's birthday last week.
Yeah.
That's true. That was good.
I mean, also, but the thing is, like, isn't it like you don't have to get them a present? Like, you can, but
You can be a shitty friend and not do anything.
Well, I mean, like, it's the thing, like, for instance, there's a lot of people that are just like, I'm not even going to give you, like, a friend, like, happy birthday on your Facebook. Like, it's like,
Anyway,
yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I prefer when people don't get your shit for your birthday, because then you're not expected to get shit for
Yeah, like, as soon as they get your
Yeah.
shit for your birthday, you're just like, well, now I have to.
Because you look at them in the eyes and they're like, this was such a fucking hassle to get you, and now you're gonna have to go through hassle for me.
You know what I fucking hate? When you,
Yeah.
like, you ask a friend, hey, what do you want for your birthday? And, like, Now we all know the answer is money, because like,
Yeah.
but like when they say money, you're like, no, try again, sweaty. Like, but they all like, so you just get them like a fucking gift card, which is like money but shittier,
Yeah.
and you're just like, here's a gift card, and it's like,
This is money that has been location locked to one spot.
so it's just like you could have just
Here's
get.
money. Now buy what I fucking want. You
Yeah,
to.
here's money for Coles. It's like fucking like food stamps. Like you can't buy alcohol with this.
You get your friend a food stamp and you're like, eat up, boys.
Imagine getting your friend a food
The
stamp.
only
though.
time I'm like okay with a gift card is if it's like compatible with some place like Liquorland or Dan Murphy's. I'm like, sweet, I can just use this to buy booze.
See, my biggest thing if it's like a thing like that's specific to like, for instance, like like a Steam card or a Nintendo card, I'm like, okay, fair enough. Maybe you don't
Yeah.
want to use a credit card or something like that.
Yeah.
But like if it's just like, hey, here's $30 for Coles, you're like, okay,
I guess
Yeah.
I'll buy a packet of
you could have just
Doritos.
got me $30 and we would have just called it a day, like,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, well, whenever I go to Coles, I have a Coles card. I'm like, I don't have to spend money.
Or you
Yeah.
want to know the real, like, no effort, I don't actually know you, but I decided to get you a present.
Yeah.
Fucking box of favorites or a bottle of cheap wine.
The box of favorites.
Box of
I mean,
favorites.
I like favorites.
Ironically, the one that you give to your least favorite.
Yeah.
That's true. But I guess unfavorites doesn't sell as well.
Yes.
Unfavorites.
Unfavorites.
Like, or just like, I'm okay with you.
Cheap wine, I'm not happy with.
Cheap wine,
I
yeah.
don't like wine.
Yeah.
Like, it depends on the
in first
person.
place.
The only time I've ever gotten was randomly because he came to see me in a show, he gave me wine afterwards,
Yeah.
and then I just regifted it.
Because they're both not exclusive to, like, birthdays or Christmas and shit.
Yeah,
That's
like
just
you-
like, you did a
Yeah.
thing, congratulations.
Here's
have
some
fucking-
wine. Yeah, he's just
So,
like,
guys,
what?
roughly first year of Beta Banner.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
what would we change
good
of Beta
one.
Banner?
I was gonna say like highlights and lowlights. Of
Oh,
the year.
Highlights.
Highlights, lowlights, what would you change?
Yeah, okay, highlights. What's our highlights, guys?
Like, what would you, I have all the videos you've uploaded, not whole series, but like individual videos.
Yeah.
Like, what's your favorite?
Oh, that video where, like, you fucking...
Pause for
Well, like,
answer.
I'm not going to say like for example, like
Yeah.
you don't have to say like Crash Bandicoot like 11 or whatever. But like,
Yeah, but, like, that
Crash Bandicoot
episode...
14.
like there's a moment from an episode that you're like, yeah, that's the shit.
The one where you threatened to end the channel and you didn't fucking
Oh,
follow
every
through.
episode.
Yeah, every episode we threaten to end the channel once. It's like, oh, well, they'll never do it
Well, then I
now.
love every episode.
I'm
guys.
gonna throw out an
Aw.
answer initially here.
Okay.
One of my favorite moments like to watch was probably towards the end of Impossible Quiz 4
Yeah,
when you guys have like the whole meltdown after
yeah.
after Horvat was feeling fat. Purely because I've never heard Lavelle laugh that hard in his life.
Yeah.
Mostly because it's just like, oh, you was just like, oh, I can't help you. Why? Because I feel fat. I'm like, what? Okay.
And- yeah, go ahead. Your guys' turns.
Um,
Favorite Beta moments from the year.
I think I knew it was gonna work when, like, on the first episode, like, no, it's like not the first. No, like the first episode, like, this is pretty good. Like, it's not shit. Like, it's not like, oh, thank fuck, like, we're not terrible, because that would have. Oh fuck.
That's based on perspective.
Well, I
Go on,
mean,
Lavelle. Go on.
it's good that we didn't think it was shit at very least, you know?
Yeah.
And then the Garfield thing happened, and then I was like,
You stole mine, you prick.
well, too bad, because that's objectively the best moment. And so I was like, okay, that means we're fine. That pretty much was me just being like, all right, it's not a waste of time, I'd say.
All right, how about I'll give you time to think because your moment's been poached.
My favourite moment was, alright, CGI Garfield, what do you think of this? Hi, John.
Yeah.
Where is the food to eat?
So exactly what Lavelle said, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Sweeting.
My favorite Beta Banner moment
I know what
is...
you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
Oh yeah, that thing we can all hear, guys.
I don't want to give it away.
Is that it, Sweeting?
No.
Oh.
No.
So
that's
Dylan-
that's the second favorite.
Yeah. So Dylan minds the famous sitting moment from the Half-Life episode.
Yeah.
Or series.
Uh,
Right?
that's
Oh, I will wait.
World renowned.
yeah, that one is up there, but I didn't want to say that was my favorite, if only because
It was
I
you.
did it, and I don't want to be like, oh, I'm the funniest thing this channel has.
No, I'd be like,
I mean, usually.
I mean, I am, but like, I don't want to say it.
yeah.
Saying
it's one thing,
My
you know? Oh, shit.
favorite Beta Banner moment isn't even a moment in a video. It's just through serendipity when fucking you uploaded your Garfield fanfiction thing, and in my subscriptions it came up right next to a Markiplier video
Yeah.
titled "Thank You," where he's like tearfully thanking his fans.
Yeah,
And it looks like Markiplier is tearfully thanking Beta Banner for their shitty Garfield fanfiction.
But it's shitty. How dare you?
Oh, he didn't write it.
I put like 10 seconds of effort in there.
And they were well spent.
Yeah.
All right, Salom,
Slom.
do you have a favorite Beta Beta moment from the year? So
Every
far?
single episode.
That's a fucking pussy
Alright,
answer.
It's his favorite
Oh,
moment.
wait, do you have a non-wanky
Oh, shit.
answer?
Oh shit.
Yeah. I didn't pick my own joke.
I mean,
You could have.
Congratulations.
Gordon Freeman sitting.
you didn't pick anyone's joke.
There was no jokes allowed here.
I picked the universe's joke.
What, Beta Man?
Yeah.
The concept of us.
Do you have that time to think because you gave a joke answer that was immediately rejected?
No, I just hate Beta Beta.
He says.
All right, cool. Turnbull.
No, I think my favorite moment in all of Beta Beta was in the original Beta Beta. When Lavelle was just like, put it on my plate. Just Lavelle eating the food. For
Yeah,
the first time.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
my
yeah,
favorite.
It's because of the
Classic.
fucking. To be honest, I don't even think it was the egg's fault. I think it's just the fucking. I think it's because your fucking utensils are so fucking dirty.
Yeah.
All right, Turnbull.
Ending
That's
of
not clean,
Neopets. Fucking easy.
Was that?
Ending of Neopets, easy. I've never heard more pure, unadulterated rage from you, Cuff, and that was the fucking.
I don't know. You weren't
joke.
there for the game of Risk.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun
That was
time.
just 50 cc's of fun.
Or that moment.
Okay. Now we get to the fun part. What's the worst? Like, what was the fucking bit you're like, alright, I want to kill this place?
Every time you guys say, "Oh, it's very what's the word?"
Yeah.
Obscure.
Yeah, fuck
Very
it, that's
obscure.
awful.
Says obscure.
Sleeman, you say it the
YouTuber
most.
called PewDiePie. You should.
Hey, if you have
He's
a
so
better-
unknown.
Okay, if you have a better joke, because the reason why I say these jokes is
If
because
you
I have
have
to.
a better joke, I'd like to hear it.
Well, it's more just like, hey, no one's talking. I'll say
Again,
something.
Half-Life is obscure.
Well, it's more like,
He's just so wacky.
okay, in my defense, for that, no one was fucking saying anything. Like, yeah.
So
what's
this
your
episode's
least
title is just Beta Beta because we're friends.
favorite?
Cuff, what's your least favorite moment from Beta Beta?
Oh God.
Uh-oh, I think it's run out of... What the fuck is that a bone?
It just dropped you some guts. Nice.
Putting that back in
My
there.
least favorite Beta Beta moment is every time an episode of Ace Attorney didn't go up online.
I knew that was.
It just didn't.
Yeah.
Tier
Which
four
sadly was the
looking at
majority of the year.
I mean, you got 11 episodes.
11 out of 20, and the last recording session we had was like in May or something.
And that'll learn you for whatever you did.
The sins you've committed.
I don't know.
Will it work?
Sweet.
no, hang on, no, I take that back. I also like, I get.
Oh, it's like
this is so many
you're
answers.
just going through all. You're just like.
no.
The whole
I also,
thing, I just
this
fucking
isn't
hate it.
necessarily a least favorite moment, but I just find it funny that because you guys bulk record these, but don't like put them up in order.
Yeah.
It had like the effect that it had recently, where you plugged Signal, but it was
Yeah.
like 6 months after it had already gone up.
Good.
Excellent.
From the we're coming from the past to like.
Deliver you presents.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right,
It's a
sweetie.
statement. They're a product of their time.
My least favorite Beta Beta moment is when Sleeman's dad downloaded so much porn, it put the Half-Life playthrough on a major hiatus.
I mean, they put Beta Beta on hiatus.
Yeah. And follow
This week
Yeah,
was the first
yeah,
time
yeah,
we
yeah.
recorded in months, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
4
and
months.
as a
Except
follow-up
for the
to
ones in
that,
concept.
my second least favorite was when you didn't upload all of the Half-Life episodes.
I didn't.
So when we finally get back to it,
Yeah.
we'll have like 2 episodes where we don't address the fact that there's been a huge hiatus,
Yeah.
and then one where we do all of a sudden.
Yeah,
Thank you.
join the
Even
club.
though there will be like
No, I know
3
that's a
episodes coming out.
problem, but also at the same time, I'm like, okay.
Slim,
I'm glad you're editing.
My least favorite moment is when Lavella was like, "Man, I really care about this channel. Here's a bad idea."
Slim.
Even though he's the best part of the
Yeah, sorry for talking when you don't talk because you're sad about something.
Yeah, that doesn't help the Half-Life playthrough.
It didn't help the Jimmy Neutron playthrough either when I like literally try to involve you in stuff and you're like, no, I'm just sad now.
Turnbull,
This
go
is like a
ahead.
fucking venting session.
What's your least favorite Beta Beta moment? I'm good, thanks.
My least favorite moment was the first couple seconds of Crash 1 and every fucking minute that came after that.
Aww.
I'm just kidding. Least favorite moment is just whenever you guys are like, well, I guess I'm just gonna be fucking sad, and then there's dead air for like 5 minutes. I'm sitting there at home and like, now I feel fucking awkward.
And you're just all like, oh, how dare Sam say he's so wacky.
So,
when the alternative is everyone's fucking sad.
so now to spite Terminal, let's everybody just be quiet for a second.
Cool.
Moment of silence for our troops. Yeah, bro.
All right.
Okay.
And what would you do differently?
Yeah. Anything that you guys would do differently? If you had to do it all again.
I get
Get rid of
I get
Sleeman.
Lavelle to upload episodes 8 and 9 of Half-Life, 9 and 10 of Half-Life, and then 12 to 20 of Phoenix Wright.
Okay, what I would do is get rid of Horvat and Schliemann, and
Who'd you bring in instead?
2 cute babes.
just me.
Oh,
I clone myself, and then just
Here's what I do differently. Make sure Lavelle doesn't lose that episode of Had a For Boyfriend.
Yeah!
oh, for fuck's sake!
Honorable seppuku, boys.
Also, where's those episodes of like the Shia LaBeouf dating sim and the Destroy the Porn?
I don't
I love how
know.
this episode just turned into, hey Lavelle, where's all that stuff we did?
Where's my stuff, Lavelle?
Lavelle was
Where's my
like, yeah,
fucking
guys,
money,
I'm the
Lavelle?"
most reliable person here to have the footage.
What?
You're like, yeah, I'm the most reliable person to have the footage.
Hey,
Where is
Sleeman.
it, Lavelle?
I mean,
Where's your-
yeah, how many episodes have you edited?
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not it.
And for someone who's like, I love editing. Professional editing is my passion. You do 3 edits of Portal. You don't even change the thumbnail. You just like, fuck it, this'll do.
You don't even title it, just, oh, the one from the beginning.
yeah.
This is just the biggest bitching.
In his defense, though, I'm generally more a fan of consistent thumbnails than ones
Yep.
that change
Nah,
every
they're boring.
episode.
Look, I'm cool for either way, but the
look
thing.
at the thumbnail and go, oh yeah, it's part of this channel's playthrough of this game, and it's this episode.
My-
that is all you need. That is literally perfect.
My
I prefer Polly.
major thing is literally just like, I'm cool with either way, but if you present one way and then you're just like, nah, for this playthrough we're different, lol.
I mean, you guys.
I mean, to be fair, like the
yeah.
first Let's Play you ever put up was Crash Bandicoot, which had all the same thumbnail.
Yeah, I did a good thing
The
once.
point is, I'm improving myself.
So basically, the moral of the story is after this episode, Beta Banner are going to break up because
Probably.
just become bitching about each other the game.
Can we all pay attention to the fact that this is the perfect
I mean, like,
Christmas
no,
gathering?
alright,
I was gonna say,
What?
this
Yeah,
is the true spirit of
The
Christmas.
family is fighting and Slum is drunk. It truly is a Beta Banner Christmas.
Don't talk about how
God
it makes it
bless
different
us,
from every other.
everyone.
Okay, because there was this one thing where everyone's just like, oh, I don't know what different is Beta Banner between everyone else. And like the thing is like, okay, for instance, you see Game Grumps. Okay, Game Grumps is not a great thing, but like Game Grumps, super best friends, all those, they're probably friends. We fucking hate each other.
Yep.
Oh no, the best friends hate each other, definitely.
Do they actually fucking hate each other? You
Yeah,
think?
like they're good friends, but they all hate each other.
I mean, but we're not even good friends. We're just like, fuck. We just get
spend a
mad.
lot of time together because we all do the same thing together for some
Yeah.
reason.
The
Yeah,
microphones go
No,
off
like
and we
in
just
our
fucking
professional
fight
lives, like-
24/7.
Yeah,
Like the theatre thing.
yeah. So
Why
we're
do we
friends.
all-
We're friends out of convenience,
Why do
guys.
we all have the same ambition?
I don't. Fuck theater. I hate it.
Well, it's like the same reason why
be
everyone.
friends
I mean,
with you
you're
now.
doing film. That's barely any different.
Yeah, it's like theater with more steps, guys.
It's theater with more steps. It's losing your virginity, but with more steps, guys.
Yeah, it's like losing your virginity, but also having gloves on for some reason. It's like, what are you doing?
To look cool, dude. That's why you wear gloves
Okay,
all the
you know
time.
what?
Alright, well now that Turnbull's left, let's all talk about him behind his back.
Well, he's only been here for one episode. We can't fucking rip into him too much. You have to be in multiple episodes until you get ripping
Fair
privilege.
Yeah, Lavelle, what the fuck? Where's Half-Life?
Yeah.
Rip me open, babes.
Oh, he's giving us permission.
Let's go.
Okay, for one thing, why do you have the exact same name as one of my high school friends who was kind of a dick?
Because I am your high school friend. of
Exposed.
Wow,
I
fucking.
haven't aged. I found the anti-aging serum. And I
Yeah,
put it in
James
my blood.
Turnbull, why do you have the same name as him?
It was the most generic white guy name ever. It's good. It goes
Isn't
with my
it?
generic white guy name, physique, and face.
Isn't it fucking like, I don't know, Jack Smith or something like that? Or John Smith?
John Smith,
Yeah,
yeah.
John Smith.
So,
What?
here-
What, cup? What?
Here's a good question.
Alright.
What's 2 plus 3? 5. Thank you.
Well, 2 plus 2 is 4, minus 1, that's 3. Quick math.
That's what he asked,
That's
Liam.
not what I asked.
Yeah, man on the block every day.
Oh, fuck, Henry the.
Eight.
What? Why is Henry the
He's
8th
now
playing.
Saints Row.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Shouldn't he be playing Saints Row the 8th?
No, he should. He should,
That's
he should
fucking-
not. He should
not
not.
every, not
he should
every
not
joke
because
can be
he
a
was
banger.
Because he was excommunicated from the church, so he wouldn't be playing Saints anything. He'd be playing Saints Suck 8th.
The Saints suck.
That sounds like a porn game of like Saints Row, like Saints suck.
Saints suck.
Alright, look up a mean fuck game of Saints Row.
Right now?
Right now.
You will find one, I promise.
But this is a podcast, not a fucking.
Yeah, this is.
This is just a chill playthrough
Yeah,
while we
it
fucking
is.
bitch
we
about
can
each
have a
other.
fuck podcast.
Yeah,
Alright.
but that's next time.
That's next time.
That's next time.
All right, sure.
What?
You got a new question for us?
No, not a new question, but a new line of discussion.
That's basically
That
the
is-
same thing. But go on.
That's another question.
Like I said,
I mean, unless it is.
this is the biggest bitching session of all of Beta Banner.
That's the true Christmas spirit, guys.
So,
Fucking Monica.
Good on her.
no, yeah, fuck what I was going to talk about. Let's talk about Monica.
Yeah, let's just talk about my girlfriend. That's cool.
For starters, why hasn't she even been on Beta Banner yet? But like two of
Yeah,
my
why-
siblings have.
Because I like funny people.
For starters, why is she so fucking competent? Come on, dude.
Yeah, she's too busy like fucking running the world in Uganda or something. I don't know. Like, she's too busy running all your fucking shit. That's why.
Is Monica the head of the Illuminati?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Cool.
She's the only one competent enough to do it. Yeah.
Sending me angry snaps today going, no, Lavelle's a bad boy. He should be shopping with me instead of doing Beta Banner.
It's true.
Yeah, to be fair, he should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't arguing.
Why are you even here, Lavelle?
Literally because
What kind of boyfriend are
Well,
you?
you chose to be here instead of going out shopping with your girlfriend. Some fucking boyfriend you
if I
are.
remember, Simon, you guilted me into this. You were just like, but
You were
James,
like, no, we haven't organised this. I'm like, yeah, it's been organised for about 2 weeks now, mate.
Yeah.
your literal organization was like, we'll do it one day. I
No,
think.
it was, hey, let's do it on this day that we all discussed and agreed with.
No, I didn't agree.
No,
with
no.
that.
But it was 8 days ago, not 2 weeks.
Oh, well, that's still a considerable amount of time.
Well, you got to remind people. You just
Anyway, before this goes out of hand, Sweetie, what were you going to inquire?
I was
I was going to inquire. Fuck you, Sleeman.
I said inquire.
Do your homework.
What were you going to speak out loud in a series of words?
I was going to turn the topic of discussion towards movies.
Okay.
Because a week tomorrow, Star Wars 8 happens.
And tomorrow's Disaster Artist.
Yeah. We're all.
That's
asleep.
not a question.
Good 2 weeks for movies.
And this Friday, I believe, the new Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailer
Yes, it
comes
does.
out. Which brings me to my next thing. I have a dilemma, because I want to see that trailer, but I also want to not see it when it comes out. Because I want to wait until we go see Last Jedi and see it in the cinema.
Yeah.
Problem is, I have to wait like a week. And I don't know if I have the self-control to
I
do
will
that.
watch it for you and let you know if it is
Good or not.
okay trailer or if it is a no fucking watch that at cinemas trailer.
Yeah, like that's a tasty trailer or not.
See, like, the problem is, I
Jared, you're such a good boy.
If you
I
tell
don't-
her,
I
if you
don't-
tell
I
her it's
don't
an awesome
think
trailer,
that's going to help.
no. If
No.
you say it's an amazing trailer, he's gonna be like, oh shit,
like,
now I definitely can't wait to see it in cinema.
So
Yeah.
here's what you do. You
'Cause-
say, yeah.
Like, one of three things will happen. You'll either be like, that was pretty okay, and I'll be like, well, I don't care, it's Jurassic World, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Or you'll be like, that was amazing, watch it now, and I'll watch it now, and then I won't get to see it in cinemas for the first time. Or you'll be like, it's amazing, wait until cinemas, and then I'll want to watch it even more.
Okay.
Well, here's what you do. You just give him the option.
So basically,
Either way, you're fucked.
every option you just gave me then, Sleeman, fucks me over harder. So thanks for
Which
that.
is the
You're
Beta
welcome,
Banner
piece
way.
of shit.
It's the Beta Banner way.
That's it. If you're not fucking over your friends, you're really a member of Beta
Okay.
Banner.
Okay. Just a question. So you actually said the super best friends actually hate each other, right? Well, like hate each other in like a friendly way. They're like,
Yeah.
fuck you, fellow
No,
friend.
yeah,
I'll
like
murder you in
they're,
your
they're
sleep.
very much the type of friends who are like, I fucking despise you,
let's
but
let's
like,
hang
actually
out.
they're good friends.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you think are actually people that pretend they're friends, like celebrities or like let's players who pretend they're friends but actually fucking hate each other?
Oh, weren't you talking about before about Dwayne Johnson and Vinny D?
I think. Well, there was a thing about like pretty much in the Fast and Furious movie.
No, it's not those two. It's fucking Tyrese.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
apparently
I heard
they.
that as well.
Apparently, Vinny D and fucking Dwayne the Rock don't like each other either because they actually had
Okay.
to CGI themselves into scenes where they stare at each other because they wouldn't do the scene together.
I thought the CG
Really?
was just to make them the same size because Vinny D's fucking tiny.
No, it was literally just so they like number one they don't even look each other in the eyes because they didn't even know where their eyes were, so
Yeah.
they're just like, we'll look at the general direction. I think.
Like Bob Hoskins had to imagine there were rabbits and weasels in front of him. They couldn't even do that.
Have you seen the fucking thing where Wesley Snipes
Yeah.
was so over Blade 3 that there was a scene where he just refused to open his eyes?
So they
So
had
they
to
had to CG
CGI.
his eyes on top of his closed eyes.
Oh my god.
Can I put out
Why
that
do you
quick-
act as like you signed up? You contracted to do a movie. Why do you kick up a fuss and make the movie worse?
Because their emotional stake can only handle so much, I
My
guess.
favorite unnecessary
And
I
scene.
mean, like,
They're arrogant.
we can sympathize. We've all been in terrible
Well,
shows.
that's
we
very
wanted to
true.
Yeah, I
do.
never gave up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't give up either. That was
I
other.
did.
That was other people, Sleeman. But yeah,
I mean,
No,
no,
Let's
look,
eat him.
no, but look, there's like in every like performer in any sort of way. Oh, fuck off.
eat it.
I'll eat it for some. No, but like, but like, for instance, like, okay, every Let's Player, every performer, every thing, like, they have like a point where they're just like, I don't like. for most people it's a bit different, but everyone has a point where there's like, I just simply do not give a fuck.
No, you want to know the best use of unnecessary CGI?
What's that?
Kevin Costner's hair in Waterworld.
Yeah, they put like, didn't they put like the fucking budget over like $1 billion or something like that?
Yeah,
Like
it
they were
was
just
give me more hair.
There was,
give me more.
there was that single
More.
shot in
More hair.
The
Make-
Incredible Hulk. There was that one shot that was being developed for like 6 fucking years.
What was the
And
shot?
it cost millions. It was like the one shot of the vial at like the start of the film.
Why is the vial so fucking important?
I don't know.
It's
but
what gives him his
that was,
power.
like,
Without the
most
vial, there is no.
expensive
Without the vial,
fucking
there is
shot.
no movie.
I know,
Why
but
does
like,
that take 6 years and $1 billion?
I know, but the thing is like, okay, the Hulk, making the Hulk didn't take 6 million years and $1 billion, but the fucking vial did to make the Hulk.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, the Incredible Hulk did. That's the incredible part.
Okay.
The Incredible
Well,
Vial.
what was so incredible about the vial? Like, what was like, was it fucking, what made it look so good? Was it like a really good looking vial? What was it?
Is that the old Hulk or the new Hulk?
The newer one with Edward Norton.
Oh, well, that I think that means like the
Is that
whole.
Evan Wood?
Edward
Does that include the whole sequence where it goes into like the bottle and shit?
Pretty sure.
Because that was like a full 2-minute take.
Yeah, it may have been the whole sequence, not just that one shot.
Yeah, the
But I
tracking
mean,
for that
like, you
would have
can
taken
do
a fucking
entire
age.
CG movies that, like, don't cost that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in 2006.
It was 2008 or 9.
Yeah, it was like, it was,
Oh, serious?
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure that's why they didn't let Edward Norton come back for the
Yeah.
Avengers. They were just like, you're a fucking piece of shit to
Iron
work
Man
with.
1 was the first one in the series, and it was 2008.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, like, you know when you're like, I want to go back to Eric Banner. I did it for you, Cuff.
Thank you very much.
No, when you know,
as fuck.
you know when you're just like, man, I wish Eric Banner came back. That you're just like, fucking hell.
Okay, can I just quickly say?
What?
I watched Homecoming last night,
Yeah.
Is it
and
good?
there were lots of
Yeah.
it's good.
No.
There were lots of people who appeared in that movie where I was like, yeah, cool. The guy who plays Happy,
Yeah.
What, John Favreau?
Not him.
Favreau, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, fuck John
I just,
Favreau.
I fucking hated Tony Stark in Homecoming. I'm just like, fuck off, Tony Stark.
Well, John Favreau's
Like-
in it, and Chef's the best movie.
However, like the thing is, like I did like Tony Stark more than I normally like him because I'm just like, you're not even a fun dick anymore. You're just some guy. I'm just like, you seem like a guy who just bully me.
He's like, haha, I'm rich, and you're like, oh,
It's true. You got me. I'm poor. Ooh.
you ruse me good, Tony Stark.
Oh, Tony. Like pretty much, like Iron Man 2 is pretty much you can't take my guns because like pretty much everyone's.
It's not even. It's.
Yeah, it is. It's like give
Of
us.
course, it isn't that.
No, it totally is.
He has,
'cause-
he has the party at the mansion where Rhodey is able to use the Iron Man suit because he's trying to find a replacement. They outright say that there were protocols that could have kept Rhodey out, but Tony lets him use it because he's
No, but the whole
he
point is
knows
like
he's
pretty much
dying.
the whole like American board of like fucking directors are just like, hey, that deadly weapon that you have and no one else can use, can we also use it? And Tony Stark's like, nah, fuck
Yeah,
you.
because then they see what happens when someone else uses it and it doesn't end well.
Yeah, I know, but like, why should he have the big weapon?
Because he made the damn thing and he knows how to use it.
Okay, so the guy who made the nuclear bomb should be the only one to use the nuclear bomb.
Well,
Like,
so far, that's the case.
Yeah, basically.
We've got a couple. We've got like 10.
I mean, like,
It's not like, hey, America, I made a nuclear war. Let's share it to every other country on the
Yeah.
planet.
but then they did.
Oh, I can't wait until.
No,
we do.
America made the nuke. They nuked Japan, and then Japan was like, "Hey, can we have one?" America was like, "Yeah, sure." Russia's like, "Hey, can I have one?" America's like, "Yeah, sure." Russia and then Japan or whatever, they didn't make their own nuclear bombs
Yeah.
or anything. They didn't
I would-
get their
I would
own
argue that
scientists
wasn't
to
a
sit
good
down
idea,
and figure it out or anything.
I mean, you don't even have to argue that was a bad idea.
Exactly.
Like,
So what you're basically saying is, hey, Tony, you should do the bad thing that every other country did with every weapon.
yeah, I know, but also the thing is, don't like anyone who like. Okay, imagine if someone you didn't like had every like this massive gun and you didn't have a gun. Like,
Well, the
it
way
doesn't matter who it is or what
Like,
they say, how good
it's
it
a
is.
two-way street. Like if a good person in Air Marks has a weapon and everyone's like, "Can we have it?" Then like, no.
The only
But, like,
reason.
if a bad person in air quotes has a weapon and everyone's like, "Can we have it?"
Yeah.
Then like, either way, it's a problem.
Well,
Yeah.
you see, that's a problem because like most people that like I don't like are the opposite of me, and I'm genuinely a cunt. So like, if they have a gun, that probably means they're a good person.
Yeah, but like the thing is just like, I don't know, like because like pretty much it's like, okay, like all the people that like Iron Man obviously killed in Iron Man 1
Well,
and
the
2.
terrorists.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like maybe he fucking
it's
collateral
like-
damage though.
America.
Like he fucking shoots like fucking laser beams
Yeah,
at
and
them.
that's what Civil War is about. That whole point is Tony's being like, yeah, I did bad things. I need to be held accountable.
I thought
Yeah.
that was you shot my mom. I fucking hate you.
Yeah, well, Ben,
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with Civil War. The final confrontation has nothing to do with the actual Civil War.
yeah. And also, like, the thing is, like, okay, the Tony Stark in Iron Man 2 would not do the same thing in, like I
That's
know
because he goes
character
through
development,
growth,
I-
exactly.
but also
Yeah.
at the same time, not Tony Stark, the guy who released an AI on everyone. Like he doesn't progress
Yeah,
that
he did
fast.
that willingly.
Can we stack how many problems in the Avengers are Tony Stark's fault directly?
All of them, pretty much.
Yeah, fuck, I forgot Loki was his brother. Yeah. You know, it's
Oh, no.
Thor, Loki,
Thank you.
and
Yeah,
Tony
remember
Stark.
when Tony Stark was like fighting in World War II?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he punched
Remember
Hugo Weaving.
remember when Tony Stark had that Infinity Stone in his head?
Yeah,
Fuck that
him.
guy.
Remember when Tony Stark was trying to beat the aliens, but then he accidentally hit the Twin Towers? Fucking hell, Tony Stark.
Lol, who's keen for an Infinity War? Thanos comes down, looks at Vision, kills him, and leaves, and that's the start of the film.
You can see Vision's death in the poster.
That's because everyone knows it's coming and it's not a surprise.
Okay, but
Well,
like,
I mean, yeah, but like,
Wait, Vision dies?
Sorry,
That's
Turnbull.
the whole point of Vision in the MCU.
okay, but pretty much
No spoilers, please.
the whole thing about Thanos is pretty much he's just like,
not even
I am
spoiler.
dangerous
It
guy
hasn't
who's
happened yet.
no, but the biggest thing about him is literally he's like, I am dangerous guy who will sit. I'm gonna do something next time on Dragon Ball
The
Z.
Infinity War is going to be him coming down. And
Yeah, literally, we don't see him sit at any point in the Infinity War trailer.
Okay.
So your
He's
argument
not
isn't
even wearing
valid.
his big battle armor. He gets
Yeah.
the Infinity Gauntlet. He
Oh,
gets
I know,
the
but
stones
just
in there,
like-
he
but the
starts
thing is,
taking
like,
his
you
armor
don't
off.
make it-
He's like, I'm a god. I'm going to fucking.
No, but the
destroy
thing is,
all
you
of
don't make a good villain by some guy just sitting for 8 movies saying, I'm gonna fuck shit up.
Yeah,
Next
they've-
movie.
They've overhyped it at this
Yeah,
point.
they've,
There's
like-
nothing they can do to make that justified.
Yeah, there's pretty much nothing you can do to make it go like that amount of hype for what we're like, he better fucking like kill
He's
everyone.
killing,
alright,
he's
alright,
killing
alright.
off the Avengers. That's
he's-
happening.
right,
no,
he's-
yeah, like I am expecting big amounts of
Like,
that cast
I mean,
to
look,
survive
Cap
that
and
movie.
Iron Man for sure gone.
Yeah, no, Cap's
Yeah,
definitely gone. Tony and
Tony's
Mike.
dying. Tony's dying.
I want a scene where like they're like meeting Thanos for the first time and like I don't know, fucking Hawkeye or something. He's like, I got this, and then he just like snaps his finger and Jeremy Renner's head blows up.
Yeah.
Please.
And it's like, yep, that you're gone.
My
dead, fuck you.
PG-13 Marvel Avengers, you know?
Spider-Man will survive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's gonna
Some
survive.
of the Guardians will survive because they're in Guardians 3.
Yeah.
All the Guardians will survive. Maybe
we
not,
we might. I think Nebula's probably going to die because like
Nebula's
after
gonna
Thanos,
die.
after
Yeah,
Thanos,
that's because she has nothing to...
Count as
That's,
a
exactly
Guardian.
after Thanos, her arc is her
well,
arc is
that's
finished.
pretty much she's like the heroic sacrifice character.
Wait,
They've had him revert.
All the actual Guardians that people like, they're going to survive.
I want Rocket to die.
Wait, Nebula has an
Wait,
arc?
hit the Guardians 3. That's when he'll die.
No, Groot 2 will die and then just become a smaller, cuter Groot. So they
Again?
can get more
A
ads.
smaller, more sellable Groot.
Hey guys, remember how we started this video talking about the perks and flaws of Beta Banner, and
Yeah.
now we're just talking about the MCU?
That's
Perks
the
and
perks of
flaws of
Beta Banner. We don't have to talk like...
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Just checking.
that's a perk of Beta Banner. We don't talk about it.
Scarlet Witch might die.
Oh no,
Maybe.
Scarlet Witch!
Yeah, I hope
Oh
so.
no!
No, I want Scarlet Witch because there's a really good comic arc where she just fucking resets everyone and kills like 99.
Oh, like the House of M, where she's
Yeah,
like,
House of
lol,
M.
no more mutants.
That's a really... I want that moment in the cinematic universe just because I love reset moments because they're like...
You mean
we
like
have to-
you mean
yeah.
you mean like the first Flash movie, Flashpoint,
Yeah, yeah.
and not Justice League 2?
Also-
where the story
They
should
can't,
be
they
happening.
can't reboot now. They can't reboot.
Yeah,
They've
they-
had two good movies.
Because Wonder Woman was really
What?
good.
What two good movies?
Wonder Woman and Justice League.
Justice
Whoops,
League?
wrong one. Sorry for having a wrong answer there, Sleemy.
Good is not the choice. I'd say
At least Justice
I'd
League
say-
Okay.
putting them
I'd
on the
say
right path.
entertaining.
Yeah, it's
Not
fun.
good.
good.
I think
Have
it.
you-
I
have
think
you
it
guys
would.
seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it like the fucking camera rip. Like, you know the camera rips when they like get the shitty camera rips and they like do the shaky thing?
Yeah.
Like, my worst thing about it is when like they ask, hey, Clark Kent, what's your favorite thing about Earth? And
That's
then he
the
looks...
best part of the
No,
entire
it's
movie.
not, because the thing is like his answer should not be Lois Lane. Because
He didn't answer. He didn't answer.
it was pretty much... Well, he looks out in the sky, it immediately cuts to Lois Lane doing something. It's implied by camera work that it's Lois Lane he's talking about.
Yeah, editing would imply that.
Editing and camera
Oh
work...
no! Clark Kent's favorite thing about Earth is the woman he loves. What a fucking
No,
prick.
but the point is that's the reason
point
why
is-
Superman is boring.
Exactly.
Because if Superman only cares about one person, then that's just like who fucking
That
gives.
wasn't it. That wasn't. Is this the only thing you care about Earth? It is what is your number one favorite.
No,
thing.
but like the real,
Hate it.
but the real Superman would pretty much have like a billion.
What do you know about the real Superman?
I've watched
How
all
many
of-
comics have you read?
All of them, you dickwad.
Okay, this comic right here.
Yeah.
Superman Birthright. Have you read this one?
No, I haven't. Is that the one in
You
Russia?
read all of them.
Well, look.
No, that's Red Sun.
done.
Yeah, well, still, like, okay, I don't have to read every single one to know that, look, Zack Snyder's fucking it up.
Yeah,
like,
Zack Snyder doesn't understand Superman.
I don't have to be a
given.
fucking cow farm to know that
Look,
milk
at this
sucks.
point, they've already confirmed Flash #1 will be Flashpoint, and that just
It will be, but
depressed
they're not
me.
going to reboot everything in that one. They,
No, but
they can't now.
At that point, they've screwed up the Flashpoint story.
Like, I'm just upset because they've made everyone meaner, but not in a good way. Like, Batman's willing to kill, Superman's a dick. Superman used to be the chillest dude there.
It's
Flash
not-
is kind of like too witty 5 me.
It's not even that they made
That's
everyone
kind of
meaner,
who
it's
the
just that they
Flash
made
is.
everyone
Oh, I know,
meaner.
but like they've made him like
Like that's it.
Oh,
He's
I
fast
see.
and he quips.
Yeah.
Oh, boo.
And
yeah. And like Batman is literally like, I'm going to like
That's because they haven't had the benefit of like setting up all the characters properly.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's-
if
If they actually set up a Flash movie before Justice League, all the quippy stuff would be like, yeah, that's Flash.
no, it feels like the biggest problem with me is that Zack Snyder read The Dark Knight Returns and was like, that's what Batman is.
That's it, boys. We
But
can
like
them up.
the thing is, that was Batman at his lowest when he was fucking old as shit and angry. Like that's not Batman.
We haven't gotten
In
to see
this
Prime
world, Batman
yet.
has been Batman for 20 years.
I know, but like you got to like you can like the reason why Marvel succeeds. Like for instance, Thor Ragnarok. It's got like the fucking funny Thor like one where it's like a comic book where it's like just funny gags and shit. It's got World War Hulk in there. It's got like another Thor comics. It's like mixing 3 stories into one. Zack Snyder's
And
one is
Justice
just.
League is just like a completely original story.
Yeah, I know, but like they don't even take what people want. They're just like, I'll just put my own shit
To
in
be
there.
fair, Zack Snyder's original Justice League was 2 separate films.
Yeah. Look, I'm
that
not.
doesn't make it. Good.
I'm not saying Warner
No,
Brothers.
but at the same
That
point,
sounds
it's
even
not
worse.
the movie that Zack Snyder wanted to make. That was the problem
But
with
that's
Spider-Man 3.
but that
Sam
sounds
Raimi
even-
wasn't able to make the movie that he wanted, and it suffered. So Justice
Splitting the
League ends
first
up with the same
Justice,
thing.
splitting the first Justice League movie
But I
into
mean,
2
like, at
movies
the end
sounds
of the
even
day,
worse
you
because it's
can't-
like
you can't,
it's
like,
2
come out-
movies before everything's been set up.
Well,
Like,
you can't come out and be like, well,
Execu-
I wanted to make a good movie, but this happened.
yeah, it's like the Crash.
Sorry,
it's like
guys.
the Crash Twinsanity thing. Everyone's like, my whole point is, yes, all the ideas that they were going to do were amazing, but they're not in the final product, so you shouldn't judge the
Well,
final
my
product
biggest
based
thing
off
is
of
like
that.
you can't blame executives for every single thing that goes
Exactly,
wrong
yeah.
with the movie that you hate.
Sometimes
for instance,
it's just a bad
some
movie.
and sometimes executives are right. Like for instance, sometimes it, like the fucking writer's like, I want him to fight a giant penis spider, and the executive is like, that won't sell. Sometimes that's the right answer. Sometimes they get it wrong. Sometimes they get it right. But like,
So can we all agree?
Usually
that-
executives get it
Yeah,
right. but,
usually
like,
executives
sometimes
don't get it
they're
right.
Yeah. Can we all agree that usually great art suffers at the hands of capitalism?
nah. I think, yeah, I'll accept it.
Yeah.
Like, cause like, for instance, the biggest problem with like Superman and like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is like, it's not its own movie. It's like, I have to set up for 6 movies and like a fucking.
Yeah.
Can we all agree?
They are
that-
rushing
yeah.
into it.
Yeah,
They really rush
Oh
into
yeah,
it.
like the fucking, like, I want to like DC more than Marvel, cause I like.
DC is better than Marvel.
Yeah, I like the comics of DC more than Marvel, but the thing is, they're not giving me reason to like it. Like, they've given me no reason to be like, yeah, okay.
It's not even they're not giving me a reason to like it. Like, with the exception of Wonder Woman, they're not giving me a reason to like the characters at all.
Yeah, like, yeah.
They don't care. They don't really
Like the
give a
reason
shit.
I like Marvel more is because I like the characters more.
Yeah.
Not- like it doesn't matter if like the stories are less original or
Yeah.
if like because
Because from what I understand,
like all the general criticism that like they all have like the Marvel formula of like be a bit funny, be a bit actiony, be a bit like heartwarming,
and then
like,
in the
all
third
that.
act, a big
like,
thing crashes into another thing.
yeah, like they are very formulaic, but like it's
characters,
it's a formula that works with characters who
Yeah.
are likable. So
Yeah.
like
I mean, the
Also,
formula
you-
works, but the formula gets really old after 3 to 4
Well,
movies a
like,
year.
okay, even the formula, like, okay, the best movie in the DC universe, Wonder Woman, was fucked over by the formula.
hold on.
Pretty much because,
Yeah,
like, the whole third act is like, you can't just punch a guy and war will never cease to exist. And then the ending is he punches a guy and war, like, Wonder Woman
Yeah.
punches a dude,
Go on,
war
sorry,
is
Joe.
gone.
because like Steve Trevor's whole like dying words pretty much
Is like war.
By the
It's
way,
like sometimes war
yeah.
just
haven't
happens.
seen yet. Haven't seen yet.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow.
Watch Wonder Woman
I'm
come.
gonna on the 30th of the month.
Also, where did Horvat go?
He went-
Horvat!
I think he went bathroom.
Oh, I think he's,
Yeah, he's-
I heard like a light, what?
Yeah.
I think he went to poop.
He's doing poops.
Okay.
But like
He's
back to
letting
the
out
whole
all of his shit in the toilet.
but
not
like
in our
back to the
channel.
whole like
Oh, sleeping.
like
Do you want to have a go at this
Is
one?
he recording
Yeah, I
a
would,
poo
actually.
review?
Okay,
like
you
from what I
can.
understand like
We'll just mix around a bit.
how long have we been going for?
Long enough.
This is getting towards an hour. But at the same time, like,
Yeah.
why not?
It's podcast.
It's a podcast mode.
Yeah, Cuff, as you were saying.
Oh yeah. Like the criticisms I kept hearing about the Justice League movie were the plot was kind of one note, That's the point I'm trying to make. The plot was kind of one note, and the villain didn't really.
However, the
The villain
characters were-
Steppenwolf was awful.
But- yeah, but-
Steppenwolf,
yeah, but
he
like-
came in with his fucking.
But like, I would argue
Yeah.
that the actual story of the first Avengers isn't that fleshed
No,
out.
it's not.
But
No.
what makes it good is all the characters.
See, my biggest thing about the Avengers is Justice League would have done a lot better if it beat the Avengers. Because the thing is, the one thing that saved the Avengers, and the one, like, for instance, Deadpool, for instance. The first Deadpool works because it's an R-rated comedy. But however, if, like, you had 5 other Deadpool-like sort of stuff, and then Deadpool came out, everyone would have fucking hated it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, the whole point is it pushed what it was.
Yeah,
Avengers was like, oh shit, all my heroes at once. Well, Justice League was just pretty much like, just that.
yeah.
Like, it's not bad, but it wasn't doing anything, and it wasn't, there was nothing great enough to actually, like, mean that people would care enough, you know?
Yeah.
Again, yeah, I think Justice League definitely would've been-
Particularly when,
Well, that's just like,
Talking about now.
But at
particularly when,
that point, like, you can't really say, oh, if Justice League had come out earlier, it would have been so much better. Well, they lost that opportunity. That's part of the problem of the movie. And, like, that doesn't save it.
I genuinely believe that Justice League would have been better if they had done each character doing an individual movie.
Oh, absolutely,
first,
yeah.
because,
Yeah.
and like the
Yeah.
movies they had leading up to it were not good. And I say that as someone who thinks most of the Phase 1 like Marvel movies aren't amazing.
Yeah.
They're not terrible.
like Iron Man was good.
Excuse me, Batman versus Superman was a work of fucking art.
Ultimate
That
Cut
doesn't
is
make it good.
No, the ultimate
Bryson?
5-hour version.
Bryson,
When did Bryson get here?
I say that in that it's very
Get it,
fun
audience?
to watch, as in it's watching a fever dream of fucking some guy who
Yeah, see,
So is Batman and Robin.
No,
Like-
you know what it felt like? It felt like a guy who's really good at writing maps and like being like, this is what my character motivation is, and like this is what the thematic concept is, and then he's just like, time to write my script, and then like he just had diarrhea and just like shat all over the page and was like, fuck it, this'll do.
Yeah, someone who read Batman.
But it's also doing the opposite thing of what they should have been doing. It's like you said, like the Marvel, like Thor Ragnarok is like combining all these different comic book stories together. But with Batman v Superman, it was combining Dark Knight Returns. It was combining the Doomsday story, Death of Superman story, all this other stuff. But if they had just done the Dark Knight Returns story of Batman v Superman, that would have been enough.
Yeah, they should have
Because it's
had
Batman
Doomsday.
versus
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah, like I came for Batman vs Superman for my boy Doomsday.
That's the occasion. Like if you're doing a big comic book story like that,
Yeah.
that's the one occasion where it's okay to just use that one comic book story.
Yeah, because people are like cool with the adaptation. They're just like, I want to see Batman punch Superman.
Yeah.
But at the very end, you can just still say it's a fake.
Like there's a difference between like Batman versus Superman and Thor 3.
Yeah, still,
Yeah.
though, I enjoy Batman vs Superman because it's like someone read all those comic books you listed, did a line of cocaine, had a fever dream, and then immediately wrote everything down the next day. No second draft.
Well, okay, what do you think of films or TV shows or whatever that didn't have drafts? Like, just the first draft was like,
Very often I think of that to TV shows.
Yeah?
Oh, let's pump it
well,
out.
like for instance, like Neighbours and shit. I'm not expecting like they're just
Well,
like,
yeah.
what's the fucking character arc of fucking I don't know Debbie fucking or whatever her name is.
Like,
I don't know.
ironically, I don't really like saying this because it's one of my favorite shows, but like Doctor Who, like you can see it in Doctor Who sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Doctor Who's Doctor Who's one of the like fucking most inconsistent. Like other times it's like Doctor Who can't do anything, and then it's like he just gets his sonic screwdriver out and like shoots
Well,
everyone.
not even that, but like one of the examples that I'm okay. So the last 2 episodes of Series 9, that was just like 2015.
Yeah.
Like the second last episode was one of the best things they've ever done on the show.
Yeah.
And pretty much everyone agrees it's one of the most perfect things the show's ever done. But then the next episode was a mess,
Yeah.
and it kind of ruins the entire thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we enjoy
And it's
Doctor
clear
Who.
that all of the attention was put into that first episode because of the whole premise was it's just the Doctor on his own for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we love Doctor Who, because
Yeah.
it can afford to experiment like that.
Well, it can, and the experimentation works. But then when they went back to the formula, and the writer was obviously like, I don't have to put as much effort into this one, even though it's the final episode and it should resolve everything
Yeah.
in the season.
Yeah.
I'm just going to write something, and that'll be fine.
See, I think South Park has a problem with first drafts. It's not like bad because South Park doesn't, but like for instance, you can tell that this is the first because like they have ideas, but they say it in the most like obvious way because it's just like let's just get our point across.
well,
really
to be fair,
fucking
it's also
short.
South Park, and subtlety
Yeah.
isn't really a thing.
Well,
that
that's
they
the
work
thing,
on.
like-
They're known
you
for like
kidding?
doing everything
Like-
last minute.
Yeah.
South
Intentionally.
Park is really good at subtlety. They just do it in a way that like
Yeah.
they make
Yeah,
one
so-
thing super obvious, and in doing so, they're subtle about another thing.
See, but
Yeah.
To be fair, you have to have a pretty IQ.
A pretty IQ,
No,
just
like,
a very good
You have a
looking
really
one.
attractive
Like
IQ.
South Park's thing is more that like they will write, animate, and air an episode in the space of a week.
Yeah, they do
Well,
every
that's-
single episode in a week
that's
now.
not that's not a,
Yeah.
that's not like a fuck you South Park guys because like South Park's pretty
Yeah,
good.
no, like I
but you
I
can
caught
like,
up on the last few seasons
Yeah.
a couple of weeks ago, and it was,
But there are times.
Yeah,
when,
I
like,
just started
yeah.
watching from like the second last season, and it's in the middle of this great plot. So I've just started watching it there, and I understand it all, and I don't need to watch any more of it.
Are you just complaining about the one time Monica decided to watch a serialized cartoon and not fucking know the canon of
Yeah,
South
you need to
Park?
learn the South
joke
Park
of
canon.
South Park's canon is that there's a fucking canon for it. It's like Filthy Frank canon. No one gives a
character
shit.
dies in every episode. The exact same character.
Canon is a
No,
joke.
that hasn't
well, I
since
know that,
season
but that
4,
was
buddy.
the joke at the very beginning.
But the thing is, like, if you have a world where a character dies and they come back next episode,
with
canon
no
is a
explanation.
joke.
Exactly.
Yeah, except they've established a story in the
but I
fucking
mean,
latest
like,
seasons.
It's not an. It's,
I mean,
it's,
like,
a, it's a
there's
good
a difference between like watching an episode of like Avatar: The Last Airbender and being like, "What? I came in on this random
Yeah.
episode in season 3 and I don't understand
Yeah.
anything." Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because it has a continuous ongoing.
But South
plot.
Park is supposed to
South
be
Park,
like-
you can like you can be like, "Oh, I didn't realize there was a continuous ongoing plot because they only did that in,
Yeah.
like the
And
last
but
six seasons."
not when I want her. Like, hey, there's a continuous plot, so go back to season 19 when that
Yeah, but
starts,
the
and she
thing
goes,
about-
"Nah, fuck you, season 21."
But the thing about South Park is it's very like current issues. So like, if I don't blame anyone for not wanting to go to season 9 so they can hear about Britney Spears, because like no one gives a fucking shit. Like, sure, maybe it's like got like this fucking like massive plot, but also I don't want to know that Tom Cruise is a fudge packer. I get it. Like, it's being done.
By South Park.
Yeah.
There's like one-off episodes later. I'm talking
One
about
off,
them.
the one-offs of
Oh,
South
so like,
Park.
so it either has a fucking canon
When
or
does
there's
South Park
one-offs.
upload more Ace Attorney?
Like, no, it's either one-offs or no canon exists. Lol. Like,
When will South Park
Either
finish
it's all
uploading
okay or
Alpha?
none of it is.
yeah.
Take the bomb.
When
commit Sudoku.
will Cartman finish his Half-Life LP?
Nah, you know.
When will Cartman finish gassing all the Jews? I'm still waiting.
Well, didn't he watch an episode? Didn't he like watch Hitler's speech and was like, "This is pretty good, actually."
Yeah, but
that was like
that's-
season
he can
one.
just start
Then
watching
later
Half-Life.
on, he tried to beat Hitler and get all the Jews together.
Oh, because that's why canon's important.
Yeah,
because otherwise you'd never get
that
that.
was the Passion of the Christ episode.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
That was one of the first I saw.
Whoa, that's Rudolph's red nose.
Is it very shiny? Like a
It's looking pretty shiny.
See, that's
Would you
not,
even- would
that's
you even
not
say-
shiny though, because
Would you
shiny
even-
means reflective.
Okay, Rudolph
That's
the
what
Red
shiny
Nose.
luminescent.
Would you even say it glows?
Okay, my thing about Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, it's the most depressing story ever. Because
Yeah.
Santa doesn't give a shit until he shows use to the cause, and
Yeah.
he's like, "You will die for us now.
Yeah.
Be our fucking canary in the mine."
The moral of fucking Rudolph the
It's
Red-Nosed
don't be
Reindeer
different unless
is-
it has a use for
Yeah,
it.
yeah, don't be different unless it's profitable.
Christmas is my favorite capitalist holiday.
Okay, what's other stories that have terrible fucking morals when you think of it?
Okay, that Family Guy episode.
Well, the one where it's like,
Which
Meg
one, all of
has
them?
to be the punching bag so everyone has a better life.
oh yeah, no, my favorite one is Brian literally says religion is wrong because Meg is ugly, and therefore God wouldn't exist because why would he make
Yeah.
you ugly?
I watched that the other night.
Also, the one
And that's what
Brian
convinces her.
says that?
yeah, Brian's
Yeah,
a fucking
no,
staunch atheist.
Yeah, because he's like
I thought he was one of, I thought he was one of the
like,
most sensible ones
No,
on
he's
the
Seth
show.
MacFarlane's vocal fucking.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
Seth
no,
MacFarlane's
Isn't that,
It's
isn't that
like-
all of them?
Because
Yeah.
the whole point of the episode is that like Meg like becomes a Christian and Brian's like not having any of that.
That's the episode. Like, it starts because she gets mumps and she's just
Yeah.
in her room. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not good.
And then like at the end when she's at a book burning, he's like, "Listen, Meg, you're ugly as fuck and everyone hates you. Would a god really allow that?" And she's like, "Oh, I guess you're right. There is no god." Back to being ugly and hated and having no comfort in life.
No, like my favorite thing is there was this. Okay, Family Guy of all things had this massive episode about fucking abuse, like fucking like spousal abuse, and
Yeah.
like it was like a full on like it was like, but they kept playing it for laughs and then kept not playing it for laughs. So for instance, they have bits where it's like, "Oh, he's punching her," and it's like that's funny, and then it's just like, "Oh my god, why would you let him do this to you?" And then they'd be like, and it's like.
Well, inconsistent tone is like a problem with so much stuff these days
Yeah.
because everyone wants to be, I'm the drama, or rather, actually, you see in the jumping back to Marvel, you see in a lot of Marvel films with like, aha, funny jokes, and then all of a sudden they're like,
It's Act 3, so we're gonna really bring it back, you
Yeah.
guys.
My biggest problem with like Joss Whedon's sort of like way of fucking like dialogue, because it's all quippy all the time, is that like if you have people quipping when it's a life-threatening event, why would they it's either they wouldn't be quipping because they're fucking scared for themselves, or it's not really a problem, so therefore they can quip.
Okay, jumping back to Justice League, you can very clearly tell which parts Joss Whedon adds in.
Yeah.
Because there's one part when the Flash falls face first into Wonder Woman's tits. And it's all like, my face is in the girl's boobs.
It's cool though. Joss Whedon made Buffy, so he's a feminist.
Oh, yeah.
What about that time like he apparently would like did those sexually weird things?
No. He made Buffy though.
Oh, so he's a feminist.
It's okay, he's
Yeah,
gay.
It's okay, he's gay.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I just have a big issue with fucking Joss Whedon as a human being. I'll fight him. Bring Joss Whedon to me. I'll fucking punch him.
Oh yeah, like
Apparently he looks like me.
yeah.
Come over here,
Yeah.
you motherfucker.
That's an
So
insult.
I look like
man.
Louis C.K. and Joss Whedon. Boy.
Alright,
boy,
feel good
sweet.
about
Let's just beat the shit out of Horvat
Yeah.
and pretend he's Louis C.K. and Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
Alright, get over here.
Pretend I'm
mother-
Kevin Spacey while you're at it.
Yeah.
Son of a
No, but you
bitch.
don't look like Kevin Spacey.
That's power of acting.
Who looks like Kevin Spacey here?
I do.
Generic white man, yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Who looks like Adam Sandler? You say, oh, Lavelle.
Look, when Adam Sandler was
Who looks like Ray Romano?
I'll take it.
Lavelle.
Hey, Marge.
I mean, Adam Sandler himself got like minor flack for constantly touching that girl's leg in the Graham Norton show.
Yeah. Look, let's just say that most like being a celebrity makes you fucking big headed. When you're big headed, you're just like,
Yeah.
man, titties are mine now, and it's just like, titties are not yours.
It's definitely the case with Dustin Hoffman.
So the true spirit of Christmas is don't be a cunt to women or anyone in general.
Way to tie it back to the theme.
Yeah.
Got him. Santa Bella.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's an hour of this
Hour,
episode.
everyone.
It's okay, we've almost finished cleaning up the place.
Have we?
Okay, why is this taking an hour?
Because
It's fucking
Boring game.
Santa Bella, you motherfucker.
Yeah, it's Santa banner.
I'm okay with the episode, but this game.
But why does it take an hour to do this?
Yeah.
that's the whole point of the game.
Look,
Yeah.
like
Pretty
this,
boring.
It's the postmodernism movement of gaming where it's like, oh
it's
boy.
one of those things where it's like,
Why is there a game about
You-
taking a shit, and what the fuck?
yeah, like
Why is there a game called I Am
You
Bread?
find it boring, but like some people are like, this cleaning thing that
it's
takes
good
me
for my
hours-
OCD or something. Or,
Like, I'm sure there are plenty of people who find The Sims like fucking unbearable because it's just like watching
Yeah.
people walk around.
I don't
their
like
house
The
and do
Sims.
I don't
stuff.
like The Sims.
I like
Other
this.
people
I'm
can
okay with The
spend
Sims.
like 10
I'm okay
hours
with watching
stretches
people
playing
play
The
The Sims
Sims.
if they've got good commentary over it.
Yeah, like
that's-
if they make it interesting,
Actually,
like
yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah.
But Euro Truck Simulator, am I right, boys? Fucking enthralling.
I actually like Euro Truck
Yeah, but
Simulator.
like that's the whole
Like,
thing.
sometimes it's like-
some people can like sit in a
Yeah.
fake truck and drive
okay,
for
like,
like
okay.
a 12-hour road trip.
This is gonna sound weird,
Yeah,
but sometimes when I'm really fucking tired, and I want to play a game, but like most games have like you have to watch like an hour of cutscenes to get the story, so you can actually enjoy what you're doing. All this like here's your controls and like here's Dark Souls, you gotta fucking dodge and command. Sometimes I just want to drive a truck really fucking slowly and just slowly make progress.
Don't be a pussy, Sam. Just play Dark Souls.
Not when I'm tired though. Like
Get good.
okay, I'll get good. Well, why can't I just fucking put a truck in it? Like
Have you fucking tried rolling in Fat Army? We practically are a truck.
that's fair. I think the audience has had enough.
Yeah, I think I've had enough. Merry Christmas, everyone.
I
and
wanna
to
go
all
home.
Beta Better.
Kill me now.
Thank you.
I want to go home.
We'll see you for another whole 5 years of this shit.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
a
optimistic.
million years beta banner.
3 seasons in a movie.
We're gonna get that Szechuan sauce.
Yeah.
Is this season 1 of Beta Banner closing?